There are a lot of videos out there that tell you what to do before a race, but no one seems to have any suggestions on what to do after the race. So here's what we typically do once we've gotten our medal and are back at the car. First, make sure you have a bag or a backpack loaded with a few essential items. Not the least of which, and one that is often overlooked, is a garbage bag. Garbage bags are a great piece of kit for hiking, camping, and yes, for OCRs. They will keep your muddy, sweaty, disgusting gear from making a mess in your vehicle. Any garbage bag will do, but we recommend big old contractor bags. Once you have your garbage bag ready, start taking off your peripherals like your camera, GPS watches, heart rate monitors, etc., and start throwing them in the bag. If you have a hydration system or a Camelback, throw that in there too. The next item to come out of the pack is a towel or something to dry off with. An old beat-up beach-sized towel is preferred, because not only can you dry off with it, you can wrap it around yourself and change out of your wet clothes with it on. That can be problematic though and can leave you exposed if you have some sort of wardrobe malfunction. A better option for covering up when taking off your race gear is a changing poncho, which is basically a giant towel with sleeves, a hood, and a pocket. This is not essential gear, but man, it's a nice creature comfort to have. I'll put a link to this one here down in the description below. I prefer to put the towel on the ground and stand on it, especially on hot pavement or in dingy, dirty, gravelly parking lots. Next come the shoes. Take them off and throw them in the garbage bag. Before you go any further, make sure you have your dry clothes within reach. I usually pack easy-to-slip-on pants like track pants or sweatpants, a hoodie, a t-shirt, and dry footwear. Flip-flops are a nice choice and easy to put on, but I prefer Vibrams, whatever the fuck you call them. They stay on better and cover your toes, which is nice when it's cold. If you have no towels, you can throw those on the ground and stand on top of them. Next are the socks. Those are usually the most wet and the most muddy items you have on. Here's a friendly bit of advice. Your socks are usually inside out after you take them off. Make sure you turn them right side out before you throw them in the garbage bag. The reason for this is due to the fact that most of the crap on them will be on the outside. If you put them in the wash, inside out, the crap will actually be protected somewhat, and you will end up with a mess in your washer and your dryer. So trust me on this. Turn them right side out before you put them into the bag. Next, swap out the bottoms. Easy to slip on stuff is best. And the last part is the shirt. Great part of having a changing poncho is that you can keep covered while changing your shirt if it's cold or if you don't want to flash the whole world. You can stay covered up and change shirts all while keeping your medal on. Nice! If it's cold, put on a sweatshirt and then throw your changing poncho into your garbage bag and you're done. Another good idea is to hydrate right after the race. Water is the most logical choice, but there are other post-workout options available. Choose what works best for you and employ them responsibly, of course. Once you get home, and for me this part usually happens the next day, is to take the hose to your filthy gear. I rinse everything I had on, shoes, watches, packs, and all. I pay particularly close attention to the items that are going into the washing machine. And here's a tip. Stick the hose inside any super dirty item and blast them out with water. I always do this to my socks, as they tend to always retain the most dirt. Trust me, you and anyone you live with will appreciate it. Hosing the stuff off will lessen the likelihood that you will end up with a washing machine and dryer filled with dirt, sand, and filth. Now wring out your stuff, throw the appropriate items into the washing machine, and get yourself a cup of coffee. And don't forget to subscribe.